Richician.
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, doing a deck profile for my Stardust junk deck. We've still got Wyvern Watch in the background. So yeah, let's just profile it.
Who do I owe money to?
So for Stardust monsters, I've got 2 copies of Stardust Synchron and a single copy of Stardust Trail. And then for the junk monsters, we've got 1 junk servant, 3 copies of junk Synchron, which are in odd rarity. The joy. It's alright though. And 3 junk converters in odd ultra rare colouring. And then for the other Synchron tuners, I've got 1 Wheel Synchron, 1 Revolution Synchron, which has a nice glare on it. Whoops.
Almost timber.
1 Satellite, 1 Assault, 1 Jet, 1 Unknown. And then for other monsters, a single copy of Synchron Explorer, 2 Doppel Warriors, a Quillbot Hedgehog, and finally Dotscaper. That's it for monsters. On with spells. I know I did have Synchron Carrier, as you saw in the Turbo Duel, but that was just to replace Synchro World, because we were doing it Turbo Duel style. Anyway, for the spells, just a single copy of Illumination, 3 copies of Tuning, and 2 copies of Synchro World. Really love this. I could just keep bringing out synchros and tuners. As long as I've got enough counters, it's just great. And then 2 copies of On Your Mark, Get Set, Duel, which is a new edition. You may have seen it on my Edo Pro games, but this is the first time you're seeing it in a real life profile. Rota, Monster Reborn, Pot of Avarice, Pot of Greed, because it's under my format, Regeki, and Twin Twisters. And now for traps. So for the traps, I've got Starlight Road, Scrap Iron Sacred Statue, a single copy of Storming Mirror Force, and 2 copies of Solemn Strike. And for the extra deck, which is all synchros, we've got the legendary Crimson Dragon himself, the same one I pulled from that pack. That was awesome. Money well spent. Shooting Star Dragon, Satellite Warrior, Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon, and then 2 copies of my absolute favourite synchro monster in the game, the original Stardust Dragon, and Stardust Spark Dragon, and then for the last Stardust monster, Stardust Charge. The only generic level 7 is Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, because I needed a dragon synchro to work with the Crimson Dragon, although maybe the Blade Dragon might have been better, I don't know, but Moonlight's still good enough. And then for the junk synchros, I got Junk Destroyer, Junk Berserker, Junk Archer, and another of my all-time favourites, Junk Warrior, and then Junk Speeder. And honestly, the next 3 are just additional cards to have, just because of the 20 card extra deck limit. Garden Rose Maiden, which Express Gaming here recommended to me. Then Martial Metal Marcher, and this random card I got from a trade binder, Zapper Shrimp. I couldn't believe it when I saw this, but for those who don't know, it's a synchro tuner monster. If it's special summoned, I can send another card from my hand or field to the graveyard and target a spell or trap the opponent controls and destroy it. That's a hard once per turn. And then it does the same thing that most synchro tuners do, and that is just perform a synchro summon on the opponent's main phase. And finally, Formula Synchron. And that's it for the extract. I feel like I'm missing that level 2 shaman monster thing. I can never remember the name of it. I'll get it at some point, but just generally this deck works fine as it is. I like this as my synchro deck of choice. So yeah, the pendulum deck of choice is coming soon. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.